welcome back to the Tube. So we're in Melbourne at the world famous Doherty's gym here in Brunswick. It is IFBB Nationals weekend, which is a huge weekend. So we flew in from Queensland this morning, landed, came straight here, helped with the athlete rego, ate a meal, did a bit of steps on the treadmill, and now we're gonna get after a session. We've got the boy behind the camera, so we're gonna be living the dream there. So he's mic'd up. We're gonna do a little bit of a Q&A. We've got some delts and arms today. Caitlyn's floating around training some upper, trying to source me a singlet. Did you get me a singlet? Oh, let's go. That'll work.
That'll fit you or not.
Very nice, very nice.
We'll make it work. We'll get that on. So did Tony help you out with that? So he helped you out with that. So Caitlyn's gonna be training some upper. I'm gonna train some delts and arms. We're gonna get some decent content here at Doherty's, which is an exciting time. I just got my check-in back from Justin as well, so we've got a bit of a plan moving forward on what we're gonna be doing there. And like I said, we've got Nationals weekend, so very, very busy. So just in Melbourne for just the weekend. So we landed this morning. It is Friday. It is currently 2:27 p.m. I think we landed about 3 hours ago. And we fly out sort of Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. So a quick in and out. But whilst we're here, we'll get the man behind the camera. We'll get some content. We'll get some footage. And then we'll go from there. Start with rear delt pec deck. I always like to kind of warm up antagonist muscle groups. So like before we press, I'll do like a rear delt kind of fly to kind of brace and kind of get myself ready to press. So we'll do some rear delts. We'll go in and hopefully find a Smith machine. And then we'll high incline press there. So my delts are the most dominant muscle group on my body by a fucking country mile. So like I said, we do like 4 working sets with delts a week. And then we're gonna smash some arms today. Hopefully find some really nice lighting and some mirrors that make me look a little bit bigger than I really am here in Doherty's. But we'll get started. I'm gonna do a bathroom visit before we go anywhere because pre-workouts just hit me like a ton of bricks. So
It's the worst bobbler.
Hey, this is not good. This is not good.
So what are you doing for upper today?
I actually haven't even looked at my session, to be completely honest with you. My training hasn't really been like massively a priority, which sounds horrible, but I've just kind of been going through the motions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know I either have, I'm pretty sure I have shoulders, like a pull session, maybe.
So similar.
Something like that. Either way, I just what I'm told. That's all I do.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, literally. Get in, get out, and that's it. But yeah, so his training obviously is a high focus for us at the moment. I'm kind of just cruising, to be fair.
Just doing what you can.
Yeah. Post-comp's like been a very weird place for me. So I don't know. I'm just trying to like find my feet with it all and yeah, work it out as we go.
Well, you also have your photo shoot in December.
I do, yes.
So you're looking forward and focusing on that?
Yeah, so work's been like a big focus for me. I think like over the last 5 years when I have been prepping, like you obviously still focus on work, but it doesn't necessarily take the priority. So it's been a really big thing like coming out of comps and stuff, especially coming back from America, to like make sure that that's something that I have a new focus on because I guess, you know, not competing anymore, it's something that I need to shift the mindset around. So yeah, having a focus of like actually, you know, pushing my business is really nice. So yeah, we've got a photo shoot in December. Empowered is something that I just absolutely fucking love doing. So that'll be cool, and it's probably going to be the biggest one that we've had in a really long time. So, yeah.
How many girls do you have on board at the moment?
At the moment, we've got about 13. So that's
a good number.
like top end. Normally, we try and cap it at 10.
Yeah.
But we've got a full day of shooting, so that'll be fine for us to have a few more. And it's kind of cool just to have like a big group and all the girls get really around it. So I'm excited.
Very excited.
Yeah.
and he's talking about how like people don't train arms like the same way that they would train like quads or chest or back. And I was like, damn, triggered.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe that's why my arms are so shit. And then you're just like, should you lock in? You're like, you ready to lock in? And I'm like, I really should lock in to train, train arms. So.
It's so true though. Like when I was listening, I was like, fuck, I feel like I'm being called out now.
Bad, bro, bad. So you have to like internalize and really like think to yourself like, wow, I really need to change my approach a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I normally like to do a couple of rear delt like flies and kind of like maybe some face pulls or just some like pec deck just to open up the shoulders and like get some blood flow going. Especially with like my first main movement on this program is the high incline Smith press. Like if I'm sort of pushing like 2.5, 3 plates aside on a Smith machine and I try and jump straight into that and do that, I'm old now, bro. I gotta warm my body up. Normally, like, hopping off a plane and training can be like a bit scary for some people.
Yeah.
But like we're not getting on a hack squat and sort of putting like 8 plates aside, so it's not too crazy.
Did you find that you hold much like water retention on the plane and that?
Nah, not even. Like, even when we flew over to the US, it was like we traveled for like 26 hours and I actually dropped weight, crazy enough. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if that's if it's a genetic thing, if it's like a renal function thing. Like, I've never really had trouble flying. Even last year when I competed in the US, it's like dropped weight after traveling. And like only from Queensland to Melbourne, it's like a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's nothing crazy. And I fall asleep anywhere at the moment. You talk to Caitlyn and it's like, if we sit down for like longer than 20 minutes somewhere, I'm like, have a little nap. That's perfect. It's like what I said to you before, it's find yourself a little wellness girly. Because then she takes up half a seat and then I get 1.5 seats to myself.
Life hacks.
Life hacks. And then hopefully you get the planes where you can like pull the seat divider out.
Yeah, that's the best.
She just pull the seat divider and she kind of just like lays on me and I take over 2 seats and she can just like sit on my lap. It's like, it's not too bad. Still skinny.
Getting there.
So I think I'm like, my faster weight at the moment is like 10, somewhere anywhere between 104.5 and like 105. But Caitlyn's really upset today because we had an off-plan meal last night.
Oh no, what'd you get?
My best mate flew up to, ironically enough, my best mate that lives in Melbourne flew up to Queensland the night before we flew down to Melbourne.
Oh, that's funny.
So we went and caught up with them and went out for Mexican. It was really good. It was like the best Mexican I've had probably ever.
What was it called, the restaurant?
Costa Taco. I keep getting it wrong all the time. It was called Costa Taco. It's in Broadbeach in Gold Coast. Oh, it was so good though. Like, you know, sometimes you get Mexican food and it's like really heavy on your stomach. This place was perfect. It was like we ate it and like could have gone for a jog afterwards. Maybe not, maybe not. But no, it was so nice. It wasn't too heavy or dense. And then can't be in Broadbeach and not go to Yochi, so we went to Yochi.
It's the best.
And then I woke up half a kilo lighter this morning. And
what's like your go-to toppings?
I would like the biggest sweet tooth. Caitlyn and I are like massive sweet tooths. Slut for Yochi. So it's like I'll get like
Do bad things for you.
all of the sweet toppings, like brownies, the M&Ms, the Biscoff. I'm a slut for Biscoff at the moment too. I say at the moment, like I haven't been like that constantly, but
I used to hate on it, and then I went in like some Biscoff rabbit hole. I'm stuck. I want everything Biscoff.
Everything Biscoff. I would take Biscoff over Nutella any day of the week. Never really understood the obsession over Nutella.
Yeah. Take it all.
Take it all.
If it's got sugar in it,
Any sweet.
She's on board. All right, let's go Snaker Smith. Babe, you can start your post-comp journey.
Okay.
I'm going to tell the truth.
No, don't. Because then if I don't follow through, then
No, now I'm going to make you follow
everyone
through.
knows.
Caitlin's going to be a world champion kickboxer. Yeah. So because she's like,
I'm gonna give it a go.
because she's apparently retired from bodybuilding, which nobody believes. She's like, I need to find something else to like
I need
dive
new
into.
skill
She's like,
set.
I need something competitive to like learn and like progress on.
And I need to kick the shit out of some people. So.
Yeah. So I figure if she does a combat class, I'm not going to get punched. That's kind of where I'm at. Either that or she's going to learn how to kick the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Either way.
Her main motivation.
Bad.
100%.
So
Don't
she's going
piss
to
me off.
take, she's going to take up kickboxing.
We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Also, my favorite part about training with Matt is when he thinks that I'm gonna spot him. I'm like, I'm clearly not gonna save you, bro.
How does that feel?
Sticky.
Sticky?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to destroy my ego, I reckon. Although sometimes with Smith machines, they get smoother when you put more weight on them, which makes no sense whatsoever. So I don't know how I feel about the fact that the bench does this on the floor.
Are you gonna get upset if I do this?
Oh.
Oh no. Now you got to back.
Wait, how much have you put on?
At 20 and 2
Oh,
cents.
that's even... Nobody come at me, okay?
No.
Nobody come at me for this, please. Just know that it makes me very uncomfortable putting a 20 over the top of a 10. But for the sake of Caitlyn and the sake of taking this session less than 4.5 hours,
Yeah,
we're going to do it.
please.
kind of want to go see what shoulder machines they have in the other room, though.
I don't want to do this.
Huh?
I don't want to do
You don't want to do this? Caitlyn's made the decision. We're not doing this. Unrack it. We'll move. Yeah. Yeah. Majority rules in this relationship, and Caitlyn's vote is worth 2. So.
I felt alright.
What's your rep range here?
12.
12.
Yep. Do you want a spot?
I mean, no. Like, I'm gonna need to put like four plates on this. I feel like.
Clearly a joke.
Oh. Whoa. All right. You're gonna go heavier than that, surely.
Slightly.
10 or 5?
No.
Oh.
Like 2.5.
What you get? Like, we're on the leg press the other day, and she
I
like.
haven't trained upper body in like 75 years.
Anyway, we're on the leg press the other day, and she's like, I think I'm gonna try and get 12. I was like, cool. She got like 18, and still had like 3 reps in the tank. I was like, okay. It was like 340 kilos or something like that. It was something dumb. Probably more than I was doing. What was your PR on the leg press the other day? 340?
360.
Sorry, 360. See? There you go.
40. Come on now.
Good. Good. Press. Good. Last one. Don't bounce. Press. Perfect. Good. Good. Nice.
Fucking heavy.
Nice. My favorite character in Breaking
Jesse.
Bad. You like Jesse? No, from memory, like we haven't really got up to the part yet. But I think Gus. I think I really enjoyed Gus when I watched it the first time through. I think I liked him.
I have no idea who that is.
He's the guy that owns the chicken place. But he ends up being a pretty integral part in the series, right? Yeah, he ends up being.
He's even massive in like Better Call Saul.
He's in Better Call Saul, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like, you know Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go like up here.
What do you want?
Add another plate, and then I reckon I'll do my first working set at 4 plates, and then I'll gauge it from there. Yeah, go for it.
When you do like your warm-up computer sets,
Yep.
is there a particular like rep range you do? Like, for example, do you go like, oh, the first
Sorry.
one 5 reps, the next one
Yeah.
1, or do you do 3-3-3, or you just kind of do it based on feel?
I definitely taper my rep ranges down as I taper my feeder sets up, if that makes sense. So like a perfect example, right? If we were going to work at 4 plates here, so I'd do like 1 plate for 10, 2 plates for 6 to 8, 3 plates for 3 to 5, and then I do my working set for like 10 to 12 reps, I suppose. So this is like 3 plates, so I'll do like 3 reps here, kind of gauge where my top set range would be, and then we'll do our working set at 4 plates for like 10 to 12 reps. And I think that's pretty perfect. So many people do so much volume in their feeder sets, and by the time they get to their top sets, there's just nothing left. And again, it's all relative. You know, if Caitlyn's working at 1 plate, obviously like her rate of progression would be a little bit different when you're working at someone that's working at 4 plates per side. You kind of got to work with what fits best for you, I suppose. And everyone's different. So unfortunately, there's no one size fits all, but I find that works best for me. So making sure you get enough volume, that you've got enough blood in the muscle group that we're working, but not so much volume that you're fatiguing before you even get to your working sets, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like 3 reps there. It's pretty quick that I don't think I would work at 4 plates. So I think we'll just work at 3.5. And then we'll be able to go straight in. I've really kind of changed my perception as well in terms of you can progressively overload within a set without adding any weight or reps.
Yeah.
Like, so many people are quick to rush their way through a set and get to 10 reps at 100 kilos as quickly as possible to say that they've got 10 reps at 100 kilos. And it's like...
Was that for sure.
Yeah.
Like, my ego was always like, more weight, less reps. 1, because I'm a lazy bitch, and also because I always just wanted to be really, really strong. But Justin absolutely slammed me when I first came on board and was like, if you got his calculator out every single session and was like, if you do 15 reps here, instead of us going up for 10, like, you're actually getting more out of it. And I was like,
Yeah.
Who does 15 reps though?
But then, like,
That's
once you
shit.
start factoring in, like, your time under tension and, like, pausing at the bottom of a rep rather than bouncing out of a rep, it's like you can take two guys performing the exact same weight for the exact same reps, and the sets can look so drastically different, and the hypertrophy that you would get from one and not the other would be so considerably different just based on how you perform the movement. But, I mean, it's all nuances, I suppose. Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
that's enough rest for you.
in saying that, I've procrastinated this long enough, so I need 10 here. Can you just give me a touch up
Yep.
and then spot the set afterwards? 1, 2, 3, yep.
When he says touch up, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
That was genuinely all you.
Yep.
Let's go. Good. Easy. Two more.
Yeah, that was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
And I know straight away that if I tried 4 plates, I
Just
can't,
laughing at your shoulder mobility.
can't get my hands out from underneath. Take my strong hand. Yeah, if I tried 4 plates at that, I would have either failed at like 7 to 8 or forced out 2 extra reps that would have been like ugly, disgusting reps that she would have had to bicep curl half the weight for,
Which she wouldn't have.
which she wouldn't have done. So. Nice. Good.
That was 15. That was too many.
See what I mean? Too strong for her
That's
own good.
many.
Too strong for her own good. Can't relate.
Got it as tight as I could.
Would too.
You're welcome, ladies.
She's a bit snug. She's a bit snug.
Do you need me to pull these?
Just give him a stretch for me. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Okay.
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 Per Caitlyn's request.
Have you got used to being no hair?
Yeah, yes and no. It's funny, we were reminiscing last night. So, like I said, my best mate came up and like he's got a completely bald head. And it's like the first time he's seen me like since I've shaved my head. And we're telling the story about when we shaved it in the US. And like I completely forgot that we shaved it. And,
Guys, the next morning, literally he walked into the bathroom to go to the toilet, and all I heard was, "What the fuck?"
I completely forgot that I
I was
shaved
like,
my
"Yeah,
head.
that happened, babe, last night."
And like for like the first like week or 2 weeks afterwards, I would just be like walking around and like just from like a habit, I'd just be like brushing my hair out of my eyes or like running my hands through my hair, and I'm like, oh, never mind, it's fine. But no, honestly, dudes, shave your head.
Do it.
Honestly, I've debated it for years now, and I'm not going back because I can't. First of all, but
Nah,
best
you
decision,
pull it off.
best decision I made. Honestly,
It wasn't really his decision either.
it wasn't my
It's
decision
just
either.
the best decision I made.
It's so easy now when like we're gonna go out for dinner, and she gets ready for like 45 minutes, and she's like, "Babe, we gotta go in 6 minutes," and I'm like, "Yeah." Put a shirt on, put some shoes on, comb my beard down, and we're good to go. I don't have to do anything
Let's do
else.
this out.
Okay, sorry. I need 10. Yep.
Yeah. Let's go. 2 more. Easy.
Perfect. I feel like we're doing.
help you.
I feel like we're doing blood flow restriction training because of the singlet is cutting off the circulation to my arms.
Do you want me to stretch it more?
No, you're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Thanks, baby.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna do pull-ups.
Pull-ups.
We're gonna go play with some biceps and pretend like they're gonna grow.
That's yours.
I guess I'll unrack the weights.
Oh.
Right now. So we're on the leg press yesterday. And she was training with one of her clients, like my best mate's partner. and she wasn't quite as strong as Caitlyn. So Caitlyn was going to use the leg press next to it that like a guy at the gym was using. Anyway, he's like, do you want me to unrack it? And she's like, nah, it's fine. I'll just warm up on your weight. And I was like, you're a piece of shit. And then she's like, nah, actually, wait, I need to take 2 plates off. So she walks up and grabs 2 20s off and just unracks 2 20s at the same time and just walks away. And this guy like, I felt so bad for him. I felt so bad. She just,
Be better.
she just took away every one of this guy's man card that he'd ever received. And oh, poor guy. Obviously, like training biceps in like the lengthened form and kind of like the contracted form. So this will kind of emulate like the seated cable that I do. So having my arms kind of like right back and then stable on the pad here. So keeping good tension in the stretch portion and kind of doing like a drag curl variation with the Techno Gym. I'm not usually a massive fan of the Techno Gym pieces, but this one's actually really good.
Oh shit.
I'd love to superset it with like a cable, like extension type of like tricep.
I'm doing superset tricep biceps.
Yeah, I like tricep, like supersetting tricep bicep. Like, there's a lot of like mixed literature between like doing all bicep, then all tricep, or all tricep, then all bicep. I don't know, I feel like doing one bicep exercise, then one tricep exercise, then one bicep exercise, like, I don't know, that's always worked well for me, which is odd because arms are my weakest body parts and maybe I should try it different, but I don't know, it's always felt like that's been the most effective way rather than like exhausting just biceps and then trying to hit triceps or vice versa. I don't know. Everybody's different, I suppose.
Well, seeing though it's nationals, who do you think is going to join you in the pro league?
Yeah, there's a few. It's pretty like, I don't think there's one real clear favorite in classic at least, which is obviously like kind of like what I'm most kind of interested in. I know if I had to name like a proper favorite, like I would say Jordan Dassey is probably the favorite. And he's kind of like been the next in line for what feels like forever. And the man has been like the most unfortunate dude on this planet with like a couple of runners-ups and things like that. The guy that won Victorians.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, they're my 2 bets.
Yeah,
The guy
he's
who won
probably
big.
he's probably the most complete, to be perfectly honest with you, like from like front to back, side to side. And he kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't even know who that guy was, respectfully. Like, I'm sorry to offend anyone, but he was very like, he was in great condition, didn't have a real weak body part. He's quite a bigger, broader guy as well. It's like sometimes, you know, if Dashies like stands against a couple of the shorter guys, like he just towers over them. And like, you can't deny that type of muscularity. So for this guy to be peeled and have no real weaknesses, it just means that like their open class, the tall class, to be really competitive. So you really want like really competitive classes and then a really competitive overall.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than when like the best 2 athletes of the day are in the same class and one of them obviously wins it, goes into the overall, and the overall is just like a fucking walkthrough. If you're a fan of bodybuilding, like you should want to see like close overalls. That's like, it's nothing worse than when like there's a bodybuilding overall. And like the super heavy is like super dominant. Like I know Ryan Ackerman's gonna be in the heavyweight class or the light heavyweight class this year, and he's like looking insane. And then Chris, the guy, Sydney was super heavyweight, he looks fucking crazy.
And Nathan?
And then Nathan Falke as well. So it's gonna be a good season for bodybuilding, hopefully. What are you doing right now? Just burping. Have you still got a mic on? Oh, you got it. Oh, sick. I was like, I thought you still had a mic on over there. And I just had like a vision, some like weird vision of like you getting on a phone call and like the mic picking it up and like you saying some like really weird outlandish shit. Nah, I wouldn't put it past you. Yeah, enough?
Yeah.
We've spoken about this before. Caitlyn didn't train upper body for like 8 months. And she was like, I can't wait to train upper body. Did 5 upper body sessions and she was like, I'm done. It's like, I mean, when you look like that, it's fucking ridiculous.
Doesn't even need to.
Doesn't even need to. Meanwhile, I'm doing 4 million sets of arms a week and they're not growing at all. So go figure.
Winning the Olympia, Nick Sampson.
See, purely from a social media and like storyline and what would happen if it happens, if Nick wins the Olympia, bro, like Bob Ciccarello can eat a fat dick. That's what he can do. And just like the way the social media would respond, personally, if I had to put money on it, Samson's going to win the Olympia. Based on like feedback that I've heard of people that have seen him, the condition that he was in the guest posing.
Yeah, the guest posing.
Healed, bro. And it's like everyone said that if Samson comes in like proper in shape, nobody comes close. Like when this combination of like size, symmetry, muscularity, conditioning, like the fact that he's won the Olympia at like 90%
Crazy.
is crazy.
But what do you have to say for like, you know, the whole thing of like Hardy possibly being a wild card because like he has something to prove and like the whole thing of Harney now only kind of working.
You saw that in the podcast too? Yeah. And I was like, that's a really valid point.
Yeah,
and
I didn't even think of that.
Neither did I. So I actually I didn't know that Harney wasn't working with Derek anymore.
Yeah, so because he stopped coaching the beginning of like at the end of last Olympia. And then there was just questions whether he was actually still working with Hardy.
Yeah.
And it was just, but then now that Hardy's come in, obviously the assumption is that
100%. And he's there like 3 or 4 weeks before the Olympia. So the way that they've been able to just like lock in and do what they need to do. I have no faith in Derek, to be honest with you. Like I honestly see Martin jumping Derek. Like I see Martin going to 4th and Derek going to 5th. So if I had to put money on it, I would go Samson, Nick, Hardy, Martin, Derek.
Did you got Andrew Jack?
I've never seen him peeled.
Yeah. Well, unless like the people are saying like Rubio or
I don't like
Good Vito. I don't like Rubio.
Good Vito is probably my wild card. I think Good Vito has everything to like nail it, but I don't think he's going to get there. Something's going to be missing there. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone.
Antonio,
Brandon. I think Akeem's a bit of a sleeper this year.
Oh yeah.
I think Akeem's a big sleeper this year. But
I guess it's like that Andrew Jack, Good Vito, Akeem, like that.
That's
the
7
next
bunch. So
whatever.
Yeah, the next bunch
6.
is Bonac, Andrew Jack, Akeem Williams, and Curry. That's like your next group. And then you've got like all the newbies that are like the next group. So you got like Jordan Hutchinson, Brett Wilkin, is in the mix as well. Fuck. That's gonna be so good.
I know.
I can't wait. Gonna vanish into thin air. Smoke bomb. Caitlyn's gonna go shopping, unsupervised shopping. I don't know how I feel about this.
She might get you a surprise.
It's unlikely.
It's very unlikely for her. The surprise is her buying new clothes that I get to see her in. Yeah, I'm here for it. All right, have fun.
I love you.
I love you.
I will see you all soon.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. All right. This one's finally free. We're on. You like this one too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
What would be like if you could only choose one exercise? Now we'll say two exercises per like body part. And you could only do them for the rest of your life to try and build a good physique or a pro physique. What exercises would you choose?
Oh yeah. So for me, it would be like I mean, let's kind of work on everything. So, like, we're thinking delts, cable lateral raise, and like a high incline press. Chest would be cable fly and sort of a low incline dumbbell press.
What's your thoughts on a low to high cable fly?
Yes, if you know how to do them properly. So like so many people will do them and it's just like front delt. So a lot of people like, remember the old like stimulus of like thinking that you're hugging a tree?
Yeah.
Right? So many people would do that. Like you can literally see my front delts activating and like my chest isn't moving. Like when we're doing like a fly, like you really need to think about like bringing your like biceps together and your like inner elbows together and creating that stimulus through the chest. Like this movement is just so unproductive from a chest stimulation standpoint. It's like I really love a low to high cable fly because I can do it properly. Yeah. Whereas like for a lot of people, I would rather them do like a flat fly and think about like bringing their chest up. So you can literally see in this lighting, like as I'm doing this, thinking about like internally rotating and bringing my chest up, and you can see the chest contraction there rather than doing that. Like it's a very big difference between that and that.
Yeah, one of the worst thing is like seeing someone like on a pec deck, they're hitting the hugging tree like that, and then they're obviously way too heavy, and then they're leaning not even on the back pad, and they're going, and it's just like, yeah, it's just like holy shit.
The amount of like, I literally walk around public gyms now just like staring at the floor because I can't look, and especially now in this like TikTok age of like guys doing forearm cuffed, single arm lat, extended half range opro. I can't.
It's a bit embarrassing.
My blood pressure is too high for that. I can't. I need to just calm down a little bit. Oh man. But because like the worst part for me is like if I genuinely will try and help someone in the gym being like, hey, can I help with something, can form wise, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, I'm good. And they're like an 18-year-old, like 75 kilogram, like, okay. You do you, bro. What does my 110 kilos of tissue and 10 years of training experience mean? Nothing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know anything.
Your health markers back, or?
Yeah, so he just sent me my check-in, so all my blood work is like pretty much perfect. Like the only thing that was out of range was my vitamin D, which is weird enough, which just shows that I just don't get outside enough. So we'll get some
Again,
stuff.
those hot girl walks.
I need them. The problem is I wear trackies and a hoodie everywhere. Like I live in Queensland, I still just wear trackies and a hoodie because the body dysmorphia is real. So it's like, get a bit more sunlight. We'll probably supplement some vitamin D. Like the AST and ALT, some liver enzymes are slightly elevated, but that's really common post-comp because of all the, like obviously what you'd use towards the end of a prep. And then obviously being at really low body fat percentages plays a role in that as well. But like all my hemoglobin, all my hematocrit, all my blood count, iron, triglycerides, everything was like at a really perfect healthy range. So when we get back from Melbourne, I've got my heart and calcium and ECG and echo and everything to be done. And pretty much as soon as we get the all clear from that and everything's positive from that kind of a standpoint,
it's growing time.
It's go time, baby, which makes me like really excited. But you know, all the feedback in my check-in was like, Justin was super stoked. So like, food's good, body composition's like in a really, really good spot right now. Eating over 4,000 calories. My training is progressive without putting too much pressure and stress on my joints and progressively overloading from that kind of a standpoint. So it's like the body's just in like the perfect position to skyrocket right now. And the goal is obviously to put on as much pure tissue as possible, but understanding that we've still got a weight cap to get back down to. So it's not about just getting my body weight as high as humanly possible. It's like, okay, how can we accrue some really solid quality tissue without putting on too much body fat that we've only just got to get off to get back to my cap weight anyway. So
what was the most amount of calories you're eating last off season?
I probably like regularly was like probably around the 5,000 calorie mark.
Do you think you were higher or sit around the same? Yeah.
I think, I mean, it'll probably end up being about the same, but my body will be utilizing it so much better. Like I'm probably at like 4,200 right now. So there's definitely room for it to be higher, but it's like we don't want to get to a point where we're just putting food up and trying to increase body weight just for the sake of increasing body weight. So if we want to keep the waist nice and tight, we don't want to put too much food volume in that kind of expands that waist, because that's a really strong point for me, especially in classic. You want to keep that waist nice and tight. So if we can put on tissue without having to force feed, that's the best place to be in. If you can increase muscle mass without increasing stomach mass, that's a good place to be from a bodybuilding standpoint.
That's where you want to be.
Exactly right. Perfect. We'll do one more set of the overhead triceps, and I think that's pretty much it. We'll start the posing room, hopefully see if...
Have you ever talked to other Aussie Pro Classics about trying to line up a show together?
I'd love to, man. I'd love to like compete with other classic guys. Like I know Tom competed last year, and we kind of just missed each other.
Yeah.
He competed just before I did. I think Callum Hines was supposed to compete this year, but then had a few health concerns that kind of prolonged his start of prep.
I know he just got his gyno out.
Yeah, he just had surgery, so...
But it'd be cool. It'd be cool if you like somehow it worked out and there was like 6 of you on the...
Bro, that would be the greatest thing ever, man.
Like,
I'd love that shit. That's why I want them to bring the Arnold back to Australia. So many Aussie pros can do it that can't compete overseas.
Because like what's funny too is like back when we had the Arnold and that was like the thing, like we mainly only really had a few like open pros.
Yeah.
We didn't really have like all the classic and stuff, where now we could probably get away with an Aussie pro show with
100%.
all the Aussies.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely. Perfect. Delts and arms, done. Let's go pose. I'm really hairy at the moment because during comp season, I'm shaving myself like every 3 days. So for like 3 months post-comp, I don't even want to look at a fucking razor. So I go like full grizzly bear mode. Plastic bag, just in case it leaks whilst we travel, because we've all been there. This is one we prepared earlier. Probably not going to be as aesthetically pleasing, but 250 grams raw chicken breast, 80 grams raw jasmine rice, 75 beetroot, 100 green beans, and 30 grams of barbecue sauce. Post-workout of the gods. So chest and arms done. We're gonna kind of kick back and chill out for the rest of the night. And we've got Nationals weekend all weekend, so that'll be hectic. Appreciate the boy behind the camera today for helping me out. Makes my life a hell of a lot easier when I don't have to vlog my own shit and edit my own shit. So appreciate you. That's it, that's all I got. I'm done, I'm cooked. Posing's harder than cardio for me right now, but you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.